to the desert, the great state of Arizona, here in Tucson at Arizona Stadium for an historic game in the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Navy midshipmen, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So UNLV's offense takes the field to start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. UNLV is coming off its best two-year stretch in school history, but they've got a new coach, but an experienced one in Dan Mullen, who has more than 100 wins on his resume.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Reese. Dan Mullen. He's inheriting a team that was very successful. They were one game away from going to the college football playoff. That's how good they were. A lot of experience, a lot of good moments, and a building program.
And he's a really good mind on offense, no question about it. Very, very creative. So you expect that to continue at UNLV. And if that offense can...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Calandria. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Quarterback on the keeper. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The offense has found some room on this drive, but the defense trying to stand tall on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with them.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example. Then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Surging forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Now on the option. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And now on third down after that last run. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Chapman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Gonna swing it on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Ball in plus territory. 1st and 10, under a minute to go. We might get a touchdown before halftime. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to go up top in times running out in the half. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first two quarters of football in Tucson and an intriguing Arizona Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Arizona Bowl.
And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Navy offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense putting points on the board.
Practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. As an offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running into the open space. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Backed up now here, second and long. Here comes the option. Plows through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. Back to pass, it's Horvath. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Navy will have to punt it away. Returner will be dragged down. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking for room, it's Thomas. Fights off the defender. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Right back to the well. Oh, what a move. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. The give to the tailback. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ready to try the point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
17, Navy, 0.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Navy will go back on the attack. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Chapman. Turning it on! Bulldozes his way through. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. The give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Working on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Navy quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And they can't make the connection. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Goes to the option. Quarterback on the keeper. He did not make it. A stonewall on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle. It's Kent. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the stick.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, midshipman! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to pass, it's Horvath. Finds the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. To the air on first down. Looking downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Chapman. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They want to throw it. Great style points on that catch. Up any yardage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Into the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
and you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle. When those one